Hello and welcome to the Psychic Profiler. I am your host, Zejewels. How's it going? We're gonna see what's going on. You'll have to pardon. Oh my goodness, that is bright. There's got to be a different way to. There. Stay. Do not fall. That would be bad. No falling. Okay. So we're just gonna put pull in cards, pull in energy. Just got out of my spiritual bath. I'm all cozy. All right. So let's see here. What do we have? Heavenly Father, please bless this reading. Please provide me clear and accurate answers. Archangel Michael, I ask for your protection. Anybody who's throwing any shit my way, give them a kick in the ass. A divine kick in the ass. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And thank you, Archangel Michael. Alright. Let's see what we're working with. It's weird because I'm looking over here now. Actually, it's got to be a better way to see the cards. This is horrible. Maybe if I put it like that. No, it's going to be all blurry. I need a selfie stick or something. Are you going to work? Maybe that'll work. Okay. Let's see if that'll... This sort of works. You'll have to pardon my camera. I'm not exactly technologically savvy. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for any likes, shares, comments, any subscribes. That'd be super cool and awesome if you would do so. Or if you find my readings interesting, share with a friend. Recommend my channel. Let's start off with a zodiac. First, we have a Libra Scorpio cusper. Or, let's see here. Libra Scorpio cusper. I have no idea how to flip-flop the camera angle, so you'll have to excuse the backwards. So we have a Libra Scorpio cusper. So let's see here. Alright. Trust the hot truth and nothing but the truth. Heavenly Father. Show me yes. Alright, show me no. Alright, I have incense burning. Is it winter? Alright, it's clear! Alright. Is this a Libra and a Scorpio? No. Is this the actual Sun sign Libra Scorpio cusper? Oh boy. Do you want me to pull on any more signs? Okay, apparently we're going to stay put with Libra Scorpio cusper. Libra Scorpio cusper is the cusp of drama and criticism. Represented by the scales and the scorpion, October 19th through the 25th. My daughter's actually a cusper. Alright, so we have that. What is the alignment? What is the alignment? So what is going on with this Libra Scorpio cusper? Alright. What is the alignment for this cusper? There's 2. Do I take these 2? Actually, I'm going to need to put these up here so you can actually see. Do I take these 2? No. Okay. Alright. What is the alignment for the Libra Scorpio cusper? Well, I was thinking about it. Rebel, neutral, rogue, acts without care for good and evil. Alright. Alright, is this the correct card for this? A rebel, neutral, rogue. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Jump it, please. There we go. Oh, God. Okay, rebel, evil. Good. Alright, Heavenly Father, is this rebel, evil, anarchist the correct card? Really? We're pulling in this energy? That's a big yes. Super. So we have a rebel, evil, anarchist. Does what's best for self regardless of the consequences. Oh boy. This. Okay, interesting. And so if that's the case, I gotta actually move this because I've got to get to my... Gotta get to one of my tarot decks that I gotta use for this. Super. Let's see if this will... Oh, it's still propped. Alright, cool. So, what kind of evil are we dealing with here? Alright, what seems to be the issue? What's the demon attached to this person that they're battling? Or whoever the collective is up against. Alright. What demon are we dealing with here? That was quick. Asmodeus. Asmodeus. Alright. Asmodeus, what is your story? Let's see here. Does not show his demonic side until he lusts after something or someone so much that he becomes mad with that desire. Beware of lusting to excess, allowing desires to dictate actions without thought to the broader picture. Now, lusting does not have to do, necessarily have to do with sexual. Sometimes lusting can be a strong obsessive desire. Sometimes that strong obsessive desire can be very, very dark. Sometimes lust can, sometimes dark shit can get somebody's jollies off. So this person is dealing and contending with a very lustful spirit, and kind of obsessive. It could be a sexually related, or it could be something like a lust for power, or a lust for vengeance, a lust for any number of things. So it doesn't always necessarily have to do with sexuality or being sexual. Sometimes lust is somebody just getting their jollies off of something that they desire so much that they get obsessed, ridiculously obsessed with it. Alright. So let's see here. We shall do... Whoops. Hello. Alright. Bring it up here. Alright, what characters are we dealing with here? What individuals are attached to this Libra, Scorpio, cusper. Alright. Who is attached to this Libra, Scorpio, cusper? Where the... Alright, who are the characters, individuals attached to this Libra, Scorpio, cusper? We have a karmic female friend that's attached to this Libra, Scorpio, cusper. Who else? And a karmic adoptive father. So this person, individual, is rebel, evil, anarchist who's surrounded by karmics. This is not going to be pretty. Alright, since we got the female friend, we'll put you over here. An adoptive father. Doesn't have to be this Libra's adoptive father. It could be a father figure, an adult male, that's kind of like a friend's dad or something. And then a karmic female friend. Either way, this person, rebel, evil, anarchist, is obviously a karmic, since they're, marinating in that energy at this moment. But there's a karmic female friend and a karmic adoptive father that are attached. So let's see what demons are attached to these individuals. What are you contending with? Alright, karmic female friend. What is your demon? Payman. Or Payman. Dude. Alright. Payman is knowledgeable in the arts and sciences, philosophy, and events of the past, present, and future. Alright. He's very arrogant and loud, very pompous. It may take some time for the summoner to attract his undivided attention to pose questions or requests. He's knowledgeable and is perhaps understandable that he manifests in such an ostentatious manner out of missing the glory of his former heavenly incarnation. If you can bear with his admittedly long-winded and abrasive entrance, his gifts can be worth the time and effort. Beware of unfavorable first impressions. Mainly intelligent and knowledgeable individuals are awkward or abrasive at first as a defense mechanism. One should watch for those actions within oneself. So this karmic female friend comes off abrasive, or this Libra Scorpio comes off as abrasive to this female friend. But something tells me this karmic female friend is more the abrasive one. And very ostentatious. Kind of, look at me. Outrageous. Alright, what about this karmic adoptive father? Okay. We've got Barbados. Or Barbados. I'm probably butchering these names. Keeping with his appearance, Barbados is said to be able to speak to and understand animals, and with their assistance he can locate lost or hidden treasures. He's a skilled hunter and tracker. His attention to nature and animal kingdom gives him the ability to track and find whatever he seeks. Focus on closeness in the natural world and understanding of plants and animals. So this individual is keen and skilled when it comes to animals, wildlife, outdoors, or even locating hidden or lost information. Could be somebody who's digging up information or trying to find information, but somebody that's good at research. someone who's willing to put their undivided attention into research. To what end, though? We shall find out. Alright. Whoa! Sorry. You fell. I gotta get to this, though. There we go. Stay. Sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to balance this thing. Stay. Do not fall. That would be bad. Alright. You still can't. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what the archetypes we got. Need a better place to put that camera. Nighttime is not a good place. But then again, if I put it in the other place I had it, have the glare of the light bulb burning your retinas out. I prefer not to do that. Alright, what's the archetype? That was quick. We have a healer. Alright. I gotta move this again. Alright, is this healer supposed to be in reverse? No. Okay, so this karmic female friend is a healer. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So this person might be on a journey too, or the boast of being a healer. Because if you see the Paimon, it's more of a boastful, I'm going to parade myself down the caravan. Look at me, look at me. I'm knowledgeable, incredibly smart. So this individual could be a healer, but they're also karmic. So they're going about healing in the wrong way. It's not about garnering attention or garnering any sort of popularity. The point of being a healer is actually healing, you know? You're not supposed to want to glorify yourself when it comes to, you know, giving advice and providing help to and assistance to other individuals and stuff. I mean, obviously people want to grow and evolve and become better. I mean, become public speakers. I mean, there's any number of public speakers that change lives and stuff. But this person strikes me as someone who's a little bit on the pompous side. Attention seeking, as opposed, it's like, as an editor, I can tell, and a writer, I can tell the difference between a person who is writing for money and a person who is writing for the love of writing. And it's a very distinctive difference. You can tell how much effort, just the tone, and just the way somebody writes and how the story goes along. The passion, you can feel their passion in their words. And you can tell if somebody's, just, pulling it out of their tailpipe to make an extra buck or two. Alright, let's see. What about this Libra Scorpio cusper? Ooh. You got... Let's see here. Is beggar and goddess supposed to be both in reverse? Alright, are there two Libra Scorpios? Nope, just one? Okay, so this Libra Scorpio is the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So this individual, is lustful. This person, expresses through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Very lustful, rebel, evil, anarchist. But they're also dependent on others to the exclusion of effort. Ugh. These are sun signs only. Alright. Let's see here. What about this karmic adoptive father? He's a seeker. Alright, this karmic adopted father, is this seeker supposed to be in the upright? No. Alright. Ah! Nose is itching. What the fuck? Ah! Damn it. Alright. Inability to commit to a path once found. So, he puts this karmic adoptive father will have like this brilliant strike of inspiration, but has an extreme lack of follow through. His researches things, looks up things, but kind of gives up. It gives up a little bit too easy. Alright. Alright, what about the souls? Alright, karmic female friend. Alright. Reclamation, vanity, surface appearances. So, the Lady of Masks. Basically, this person is wearing a false mask, putting on a show as though they're a healer, just for show, just for looksies. Is probably incredibly gifted and knowledgeable, but they're going about it the wrong way. It's like someone who's doing it for the money and the attention rather than the desire to heal and help other people. Alright, what about this Libra Scorpio customer? You've got El Shaddai, wisdom, paternalism, and kindness. So this is a father figure. Wise father figure. I think it's a Radiant Lord. Alright, I'll have to go get more cards for him or her. Alright. What about this karmic adoptive father? Oops. Alright, karmic, the traveler, keeper of the crossroads, restlessness, independence, and appraisal. Appraisal, somebody who looks at things and determines the worth. Could also be someone who searches for information and determines how much that information is worth. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Alright, tell me about this karmic female friend. Come on. Tell me about this karmic female friend. This might not be the deck to use. Oh, no, there we go. A Banshee. Grief. 33 might be relevant. Dangerous. 33 is actually a master number, and I jumped right to the page. Grief is love that has nowhere to go. It is important you take the time to properly grieve a loss. no matter what form that may take. Sorrow and grief are natural parts of life and can renew you. You should understand that you will die and you should prepare yourself. Find the joy in life. Grief, joy, feeling, and unfeeling. Alright, the Banshee is from the family of the Fae and is recorded by the Irish and the Celts. The Banshee, always female, keens or wails to members of the family of someone who has or soon will die. They foretell death. There's going to be an ending of some kind. It's a foreshadowing of death. It's grieving the loss before it actually happens. It's much like, kind of like the female version of the Grim Reaper. Foretells death. There's a death coming. There's going to be, it could be an actual death. It could be a spiritual death. It could be a mental death. It could be a death to a situation, a relationship, any number of things. We'll find out more here in a second. All right, tell me about this Libra Scorpio. Service. Mormolekia. 22 might be relevant. Another master number. It's like a wolf. Service. Service does not mean servitude. Service should not be blind or bind you. Do not give your time to people who do not appreciate you. Justice will be done. The duality is service and servitude, misunderstanding versus understanding. The Mormolekia were female demons of the underworld associated with the goddess Hecate. The term can be translated to mean terrible wolves. Wolves. Okay, that resonates on a different level from a different particular reader. And I'm not gonna, well, I'll mention the reader, someone you guys should go totally listen to, High Priestess Intuition. She's amazing. Go listen to her reads because she's the real deal. This person is like a, I'm getting the feeling that, let's see here, what was it? 22. Okay. Hecate was said to have control over dogs and wolves, and the canines of all kinds barked when she was near. This would atone for the fact that Hecate may have had wolves or wolf-like creatures working with her. She may too have had demons, which were benevolent creatures, or daemons, working with her to assist her in revenge or justice. These might have been terrible to look upon, or might have been terrible to feel their wrath. So this could be a, since it's got the paternalism, wisdom, and kindness, it's more of a paternalism, like when you think of a paternal, you think of head of household. So this Libra Scorpio could possibly be the head of a group of individuals, because like it said, Hecate had wolves, meaning, not singular but plural, more than one. So this individual here has wolves within their service, or could possibly has a lust for power, and they enact revenge. So this individual is does what's best for herself regardless of the consequences. So it's a type of individual, that will, go to any lengths to get what they want. regardless of the consequences. And from what I'm gathering from the energy from this reading, is this individual has a lust for revenge. They want to get back at somebody. And they're using a group and their influence as a wise paternal figure to help promote the discord and whatever agenda this individual has. All right, tell me more about this karmic adoptive father. Oh yeah, a little disclaimer here. Entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, the same thing that every other tarot reader advises. So don't jump on the butthurt brigade. If something doesn't fit, then just let it go. Then it's not for you. This may or may not be a reading for you. Who knows? I have a lot of people watching me. The number a lot is officially a number. The number a lot. A lot of people. Okay, so now that I took that break to give you guys the disclaimer, let's continue. All right, comic. This person might be thinking this is comical, or perhaps this karmic adoptive father has a comedic sense of humor. All right, karmic adoptive father. Whoops. We've got Selkie, freedom, 2. Deep. Is that a seal? Yes, I believe it is. Selkie. Alright, and that's 2. 2, 2, 2. Right in a row. You can only pretend for so long before you must find truth again. Seek authenticity. Containing yourself in a form that is not your own is rarely successful long term. Find what sets you free. Acknowledge your inner truth. Be aware someone may be deceiving you under false pretenses. The duality of this card is containment versus freedom, pretense versus authenticity. Selkie mythos is shared in the places where the sea is a truly dominant force and where colonies of seals live, like the Shetlands and other Scottish islands and the Faroes, Norway, and Iceland. A typical Selkie story is of a human man who watches a Selkie playing in a cove. Each times he observes, comes ashore for various reasons, dropping her skin and shape-shifting into a woman irresistible to him. When her land business is complete, she steps back into her sealskin and returns to the wild ocean that is her home. The human man falls in love with this Selkie woman and decides to wait for her to next transform from her seal form, and when she does, to take possession of it and hide the sealskin. If a Selkie's sealskin is withheld, they cannot return to the ocean. And if they can't find their sealskin, Selkies are adrift in the human world, become reliant on the kind human man who takes care of them and who begins to teach them the human way of things on land. Often the Selkie and the human men marry and may even have children, but the wild heart of the woman is, of course, wedded truly to her life in the sea. She wants to go home, she yearns for her true self. There were male Selkies too. Beautiful and seductive. So this strikes me as an individual who is has a thing for aesthetics, observing, watching somebody shapeshift, or either this karmic adoptive father shapeshifts or he has watched somebody shapeshift, and has a lust for information. He's creeping along the sidelines, just watching, observing, taking note. Researching, wanting the freedom, or maybe he's he or she, well, it's a father. So maybe this dude is lacking the freedom of movement, or lacking the freedom of getting out of whatever situation they find themselves in. An ability to commit to a path. Maybe this person, can't commit to whatever plot, plan, or ploy that was enacted, or maybe they were a part of, or had something and can't follow through with it, or let's see what else we got here. Yape. Okay. All right. 3553. All right. Let's see about this karmic female friend. Okay. Volcanoes, power, 9 could be relevant. So, this individual, karmic female friend, wants power. Has a desire, thirst for power. Old grudges, using their power. Old grudges should be released and let go. Heavy energy hurts should we hold it for too long. Allow your anger to flow through you rather than saving it all up for an explosive release. Reformation may be necessary. Sometimes the greatest powers are hidden from view. You have the power to create or destroy. So this individual has a bit on the power hungry side. Very competitive, it seems like, ostentatious, more self-serving, is vain, is surface level only, and it appears violently competitive and grudge holding. So this person, karmic female friend, has a beef with somebody. Okay, tell me what more about this Libra Scorpio cusper. What about this Libra Scorpio cusper? Mystery, a dark matter, 38 might be relevant. The world still has mystery, and this is a fine thing. Just because you cannot see it doesn't mean it's not there. You don't have to know the details of everything. Some things are better not revealed at this time. Have faith. So they're hiding something, or they want to uncover something. I think this Libra Scorpio enlisted this karmic adoptive father to research and gather information, and while this person is, sitting on the sidelines watching, they don't really have that much to go on. He works independently and appraises the situation, whether or not it's worth his time or not, and is restless because, well, something's about to happen. There's going to be some sort of climax of some sort. And so this person is either watching this Libra Scorpio be a shapeshift, or this karmic adoptive father is shape-shifting into appeasing whatever association or agreement they had. But as soon as he once he finds a path and unable to commit to it, maybe he's having second thoughts, maybe he's having issues on determining whether or not he should continue, or if he has information needed. Tell me more about this. Solitariness, desert. 13 might be relevant. That's really bright. You can't really see it. So 13. So this person is working independently. Kind of sitting back and watching. There's a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. Do not need so much. Work on developing simplicity. There is more to life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances. So this individual is very adaptable. And since there strikes me as the individual who works on his own, he's an independent contractor of some kind. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Might break out tarot for this. Alright, so what's the theme we're working with here? What is the motivation and theme for these individuals? Heavenly Father. Okay. Karmic female friend. Karmic female friend is working on the determination. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. Totally moved. Determination. Sorry about that. Alright, what about Libra, Scorpio, cusper? Has no peace. There is no peace with this person. This person is not, is complete polar opposite. This person is completely not at peace. Alright, some inner turmoil going on. This is the same individual who has a lustful spirit. Does what's best for self regardless of the consequences, out for revenge. So this person, I think this individual will not be at peace until this person has enacted their revenge. Alright, this karmic adoptive father. Hunger. Hunger for something. Hunger for the truth. Hunger for what? We'll find out here in a second. Alright. For some reason I'm being drawn to grab the Kipper deck. Kipper deck and the Audacity deck. And let's see here. Nope. Sorry about that, folks. Alright. Oof. Alright. Let's go the Audacity deck. What is the audacity of these individuals? What is the audacity? Alright. Karmic female friend. What is the audacity? What is the audacity of this karmic female friend? Oh boy, that's a lot. We've got the Mother. We've got the Moon. And then we've got the Fiddle Leaf Fig. You see that? There we go. Fiddle Leaf Fig. So that's the audacity. So let's... The Moon, bare, humble, and open, a woman surrenders herself to the moon. She is one with her cycles and her many facets. You glow differently when you are powered by your own gravity. How have you been judging yourself? How can you be gentler on yourself? While each visible phase of the moon wanes and waxes, just like your own personal cycles, you are a whole and enough in and of yourself. This is only temporary. This will pass. So this individual, this karmic female friend, is in competition and with somebody. And look, there's a wolf right there. She's working with the wolves, working with this Libra Scorpio cusper. One of the wolves from the pack right here. Right here. Working with the wolves. So this individual is working in a pack, very competitive, wants to win, is determined to win, no matter what it is. But the thing is they're being too hard on themselves. They want to be a healer. They want to live up to some sort of expectation either they placed on themselves or an expectations other people placed on them. And so they're running themselves ragged trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I live up to these expectations, because it seems like I'm falling short. And well, maybe I can parade around and show this and be, outrageous and outlandish in my practices to garner more attention and stuff, but it gets to be exhausting. And because this person's running themselves ragged with a thirst for power and determined to get that power, they're getting pissed. They're getting pissed because there's going to be an ending of some kind. The ending is nigh. And but they're being too hard. She's being too hard on herself. You're whole and you're good just as you are. You have to be a healer in your own right, using your own strengths. Competing against healer. Who's the better healer? The whole point is not, who's the better healer. The whole point is healing the people. It shouldn't be a competition of who's the better healer. I mean, there's healthy competition, obviously. But when you're getting to the point where I'm a better healer than you are, I mean, that's kind of, defeats the purpose. Doesn't make you a healer. It makes you a pompous ass. It's not about healing or the love of healing. It doesn't come genuinely from your heart if you're doing so from an angle of garnering attention and accolades. A little, humility is necessary. I mean, it's great to be, have confidence and believe in yourself and, going forward and playing with your strengths and being proud, damn proud of those strengths. But it's something completely different to hoist them over other people's heads and believe yourself to be better than somebody else. All right, the Mother. In what ways have you been mothering everyone around you? It's time to mother yourself. When is the last time you took a minute, an hour a day to nurture yourself? Whatever self-care looks like for you, this card is the sign that it's time to turn your energy inward. This person has to go inward. This person has to heal themselves. Have some tea. Drink a cup of tea. Snuggle your baby, if you're a mom. Right? Self-care is mandatory because I mean, if you get so your head so focused on becoming so that you need some downtime. Because if you don't have that downtime and that time to take a step back and actually look at your, what you're doing, the situation, how much effort you're putting into something, it's you don't lose touch on the whole reason why you want to be a healer and you want to change the world. Don't, and you're knowledgeable, you're wise. Paimon is someone of wisdom and stuff, but he parades around like he's all that in a bag of shit. But he very well could be. I'm not really familiar, but at the same time, you got to think about it. If you put all this effort and you don't give yourself time to rest and take a break and you know focus on what is the reason why you pursued this in the first place. Is it to change the world? Is it to change humanity? Is it more self-serving, like you desire power and influence and affluence in those things of the sort? Or is it do you want to help people? Do you want to change the world by changing individuals and be remembered that way? It's all a matter of perspective. In your energy, you're putting too much energy into the wrong aspect of whatever it is you're doing. And it's frustrating you, it's pissing you off, and you can see the end is near. And the more the ending looms ever closer and closer, the more distraught you're getting. And you're following with this pack of wolves and stuff, being pressured into, attaining some sort of level that and determining to do that, but you're burning yourself out. Look at that. You are burning yourself out from the inside out, burning yourself out. And you're going to end up mourning the loss of all that time you could have spent healing yourself, and mourning that time that you could have, really pursued something in a genuine fashion, from a genuine aspect, instead of vanity and, look at me, look at me. It shouldn't be look at you. It should be look how you're affecting. Look at how you're helping. Look at what you're doing for other people. How are you helping other people? What impact are you having on their lives? That's what people will remember you by. Not by the looks or aesthetic purposes, but how you make them feel. And the ending is nigh. The fiddle leaf fig. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is as futile as the fiddle leaf fig. Give it up. Regardless of your boho woven planter basket, your fiddle leaf fig will die a slow and painful death, leaf by leaf, until you're left with nothing but a crispy stub and an $89 hole in your pocket. Despite your best intentions, strict watering schedule, fertilizer, dutiful misting, and perfectly positioned grow lights, is not happening. Let it go. Be free of the fig. Find a lower maintenance or plastic plant to satiate your black thumb. So, it's going in flames. It's not a good idea. There's a death coming. It's the resistance is futile. To quote what was it, the Borg from Star Trek, resistance is futile. And it is. If the more you resist to end, the more harder it's going to be to take. Trust me, I know. I've been slapped in the face with enough endings and stuff to realize that, the more you fight something, it's like quicksand. The more you move around in it, the more you're going to get sucked down into it. Or, I don't know if you guys remember the Harry Potter, what was it? It was the first one? Where Harry, Hermione, and Ron were stuck in that devil's snare, is what it's called. Devil's snare. And the more they moved around, the more tighter it gripped them, and to this point of suffocating them like a boa constrictor. But the moment they released and surrendered to it, they dropped down. But it's when you freak out is when you're going to lose your shit. Alright, let's see here. What about this Libra Scorpio cusper? What is their audacity? What is the audacity of this Libra Scorpio cusper? The breast pump. Yes, it's the breast pump. The breast pump. I love this deck. I do. The breast pump. What is milking you? The phalanges, the membranes, the tubing, the blocked milk ducts, whether you are quite literally a pumping mother or you have no idea what that even means, the pump symbolizes your output into the world. The pump is the bridge between your energy and how you willingly give of yourself to everyone around you. Not only do you give freely and fully of yourself, you willingly and voluntarily submit yourself to mechanical torture to do so in a convenient, well-labeled container and at a perfectly spaced out intervals. So this individual is methodical, both as the goddess, sensuality, but paternal. So this person, obviously, I believe, possibly has their masculine and feminine balanced. But just because you're balanced that aspect doesn't necessarily mean that you're balanced with your shadow side and your light side either. It's an all around general, you got to be balanced in every aspect, not just one or the other, or just whatever you choose. It's being balanced as a well rounded individual. And it varies between, mood and circumstance, of course. But this individual is pumping out energy and giving it freely, fully of yourself, and willingly and voluntarily submitting yourself to mechanical torture. So this person is putting themselves through the ringer for an expected end, a lustful end, lustful for vengeance and stuff, and he's milking himself or herself. They're milking themselves dry from every venue, every area that they have to enact this vengeance. And eventually the milk ducts will turn to freaking dust. But then again, milk reproduces as needed. But there's only so much you can give to a situation before you run out of the nutrients required and necessary for life to be continued in whatever venture this individual and this pack of wolves is into. Karmic adoptive father. What is your audacity? What is your audacity? The cold shoulder. The cold shoulder. Do do do. Do 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 do. Alright. Cold shoulder. Not all things require a response. Silence can speak volumes. Sometimes the healthiest decision is to enforce boundaries, turn the other cheek and shoulder, and walk away. So this karmic adoptive father is thinking of either giving the cold shoulder to this pack of wolves or walking away from the situation altogether. Might have lost interest and has a hunger for something else, but we'll find out the hunger here in a second. All right, the cold shoulder, Heavenly Father. Is this the karmic adoptive father going to turn the cold shoulder on this pack of wolves they're a part of? Yes. This is a lone wolf type of person. Works on their own independently. Actually, I'm not going to use Kipper this time around. All right. Let's see here. Break out the tarot decks. All right. Tell me. Let's start over here with the karmic adoptive father. What in the what is this hunger? I am curious. right. Karmic adoptive father. What is this hunger? What are you hungry for? Or what is this hunger, desire? Five of Scoops reversed. Scoops are pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles. And in this deck... In this deck, the 5 of Scoops represents, when upside down, this card symbolizes self-imposed restrictions on what you think you deserve. You may not feel as cool as you once did, but new doors are opening for you and you're getting in touch with more meaningful aspects of yourself. So, hunger for change, hunger for... clarify this 5 of Scoops. Clarify this 5 of Scoops. Oh, 2 came out. 7 of Strands. And then 4 of Strands sideways. I always read them sideways. They come out sideways, I read them sideways. 7 of Strands. Alright. Firmly, standing firmly against opposition, facing down a demogorgon with little more than a baseball bat. Keep fighting it off, set boundaries, advocate for yourself, and have conviction in your own beliefs. So this karmic adoptive father wants to take a step back, turn away from whatever it is that he's into, because he's either shape-shifting or he's seeing other people shape-shift before his eyes and is realizing, okay, this is kind of a bad idea to be associated with this whole situation. Will probably not be in my best interest. So this person is caught up between using the resources to create community and building new relationships, or being stuck in the midst of gossip and discord. So determining the importance of whether or not it's worth their time and effort to continue on with whatever agenda or tasks that this karmic adoptive father was put upon by them or by somebody. But this person has a hunger for something different and has lost interest in the desire for whatever revenge or motivating factor they have in this entire situation. Okay, tell me more about this. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle this person is facing? 4 scoops. Obstacle is assess your relationship with wealth. Are you overindulging or restricting yourself from what you want because you fear what will happen if you spend any money? You're being called to heal the fears that you trust that you can take care of yourself and work independently. Alright, so this person is working through fears. Can I make it alone? Well, you're already a lone wolf. You're working on your own. You are more than capable of making your own decisions and turning your back on anything that doesn't serve your highest good. It's all a matter of a choice, a decision that we all have to consciously make. We could live a life full of really bad choices, and yes, we do have to atone for those bad choices, but we also have the opportunity and at any given moment to decide whether or not we want to continue with our own bullshit or if we want to turn away from that bullshit and go and go down an alternate path that's for our highest good. Ooh, someone wants me to shut up. Pardon me. It's all a matter of personal choice and the conviction you have. Some people have the conviction to continue on with negative cycles that bring them nowhere but heartache and more pain and just an endless cycle of really bad karma. And then other people just get sick of their own bullshit and decide to jump off the fucking the hamster wheel and the merry-go-round and be like, okay, deuces, time to move on. Sometimes you have to get sick of your own bullshit. Sometimes it takes a person to get to the point where they get so sick of their own bullshit and so sick of the drama, so sick of, the bad luck, the bad karma, whatever consequences you have to your actions to, make a lasting, impressionable change on yourself and your life. And the moment you make those changes to better yourself, the more apt you are to influence others and show them that it can be done, that it's okay to turn back, even if you come so far, this seeking revenge or whatever motivation you have, it doesn't matter how far you've come. If it's not the right path you're supposed to go down, it's okay to turn around or divert onto a different path. No matter, and not think of that time as being wasted, rather a time period of understanding that where you were going was not the right path and what to do better next time to prevent you from making the same series of mistakes over and over and over again. Alright, so what's the outcome? What's the outcome of this karmic adoptive father? Hermit in reverse. It's 11 in reverse. So this person is possibly in hermit mode, or they're a Virgo. It's possible that this individual is a Virgo, because this karmic adoptive father has come out in a previous reading I did not too long ago. So it's very well could be a Virgo. Double and triple booking yourself, saying yes to every request, and obliterating the concept of alone time. It's there might be an underlying issue that you're not facing, and you're gonna burn out until you go within. Just like this karmic female friend, you're gonna burn out. You're already burning out. It's time to stop and reevaluate. Say hi, kitty. There you go, kitty. Oh gosh, my knee. Oh. So it's trying to time to take a step back and reevaluate the priorities and the motivations. Is it worth it at the end? Are you going to gain more than what you've already lost? Or are you anticipating more of a gain? But because ultimately you've got to weigh your options too. If whatever it is taking away from your highest good, and if that has the if perchance it has the potential to ruin you, it's not exactly a worthy gamble. Are you willing to gamble with your future and your life to continue on an endeavor that's going to lead you to a dead end? Especially if it's to the detriment of another individual, which is also going to garner a copious amount of karma at the end of it. Is it really worth, losing it all to appease or get revenge, if that's the motivation that you share with this Libra Scorpio, or if it's something that's more than that? Okay, Libra Scorpio, what do we got here for you? Okay, why do you want revenge? Why do you want revenge? Why are you seeking revenge? Whoa, that's too many. Why are you... Goodness. Explodey. King of Dice. Let me see here. Truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Show me yes. Alright. Go over here. Show me yes. Show me no. Am I supposed to take these two cards? Yet. Alright. Alright. How about no explodey? Alright, so why does this Libra Scorpio want revenge? Why do they want revenge? Why do they want revenge? The High Priestess. They want revenge against the High Priestess in the upright. Okay, so we know who they want revenge against. The High Priestess. Why do they want... Ooh, that exploded. That popped right out of my hand. That's the tower. I'm going to still put that back, but yeah, that tower just flipped right the hell out. Maybe this High Priestess has brought a tower. Death. There's not an end to this this High Priestess. They couldn't put an end to her. Okay, so tell me, why do they? Why does this individual want revenge against this High Priestess? The Lovers, Gemini energy, because they had a choice. It's either a choice or it's due to the fact that maybe it's a romantic relationship, and then 3 dice in reverse. 3 of dice is dice are the swords of this deck, and 3 of swords in reverse. I'm seeing here. There we go. All right. Resentment is weighing you down, and try as you might to forge ahead, you are not truly ready. Stop going through the motions and allow yourself to thoroughly process whatever happened, because until you do, you're keeping yourself in a cycle of agony. So this Libra Scorpio cusper, it wants revenge from the High Priestess, because they were in a relationship together, and the relationship ended, and they're holding on to bitterness and resentment because of this. Why are they still holding on to this? Why are they still holding on to this? Eight of Scoops. 8 of Pentacles. You're putting all the pieces together to meet your goal. Be patient with yourself and set reasonable expectations. Okay, so putting the pieces together. All right, clarify this 8 of Scoops. Clarify this 8 of Scoops. Woo! Hope that popped out. Star in reverse. The Fool. And the Empress. You got the Fool. Putting the pieces together. They want a new beginning. With the Empress. Clarify this Fool and the Empress. What do they want with this new beginning with the Empress? Clarify the Fool and the Empress, please. Knight of Strands. That's the Knight of Wands in this deck. Knight of Strands. Knight of Strands. Try before you deny. This Knight encourages you to listen to your instincts, but also consider exploring something new. You don't have to know every detail before you say yes. Just go with the flow. So this Libra Scorpio wasn't working with all the information, or it was withholding information. Wants to go with the flow, and here, take the pizza, check it out. See, just look at it. You don't have to know what's on it. You just have to just take it. See, isn't it tempting? Temptation. Let's see here. Tell me more about this Knight of Strands. Six of Dice. 4 dice, my bad. 4 dice. Dirt. Cooperative play can be wonderful, but sometimes what you really need is a break. Go see a movie at Starcourt Mall. Wherever you do, the 4 dice insist that you will reclaim time for yourself. Solo adventures can help clear your mind, quiet your body, and leave you refreshed and ready for the next dungeon crawl. So, this person needs to heal. There's no doubt within my mind about that. Holding a grudge against the High Priestess because they were former lovers, or this High Priestess had a choice between 2 lovers, and this Libra Scorpio is holding on to the resentment that that choice wasn't them. And so this High Priestess, or they're putting the pieces together, or this High Priestess is putting the pieces together about a new beginning, or going forward on a new beginning as the Empress. And this Knight of Strands is this, let's see here. Heavenly Father, is this Knight of Strands the Libra Scorpio cusper? No. He's holding a grudge against this, the new beginning that this Empress had with a Knight of Strands. And needs to take a break from it. I believe this Libra Scorpio was also working with the Knight of Strands. Alright, tell me more about this Knight of Strands. Tell me about this Knight of Strands. Who is this Knight of Strands? Death in reverse. That came up before. Scorpio energy. You are on the precipice of a significant life change, but refuse to accept it. While it can be difficult to say goodbye, the risk of not doing so is stagnation, resentment, and anger. Set your sights on the future and trust that wonderful things are in store for you. So the one thing that this Knight of Strands and this Libra Scorpio cusper have in common is resentment towards this High Priestess / Empress. Because of a new beginning. Alright. What's the what's holding them back from moving forward? Or how, actually, what's a good... What is lays in store for them should they choose to continue against this High Priestess? 7 of dice. 7 of swords. They're going to be hiding stuff. Something is coming. It's time to make sure your party is all aligned. There's a sense of uncertainty, a potential dishonor, and unless you have your campaign planned out, you might find yourself taking a critical hit. Take more time to fully understand your situation before deciding on a course of action. You won't regret it. So, something is going to come up that's completely going to throw them off kilter. Unless they prepare for it. This reminds me of the, for some reason, because it's, well, geek related, Final Fantasy. In Final Fantasy, you've got the, when you go up against, sometimes you get a treasure box that you fight, but it's like what is it, construct of some sort. And you have to battle it, and it gives off, like, really badass, gold and goods and stuff, but it's ridiculously strong and powerful. It takes a hot minute to beat it. I believe that's in Final Fantasy. And I can't remember what exactly the creature is called, but it just, for some reason, that just popped in my head when I saw that. Saw that. And usually those things are ridiculous, stupidly hard to kill, unless you gotta sometimes really peck away at it, or sometimes they run away. and you don't, you end up, taking a bunch of damage from this creature that's a treasure box, and you end up getting your ass handed to you, and then it runs away, and you're just sitting there like, okay, well, shit, I got my ass handed to me, and then you go off and run away, and I don't have anything to show for it. That's what it reminds me of. Sneaking away. Something's hiding and lurking. All right, what is the overall outcome for this? Strength. Leo energy. What is the strength? Judgment. They're going to be under judgment. They're going to have strength after this. Whatever is going to nail them, this pack of wolves, whatever is going to come up and sneak attack their asses, they're going to need their fucking strength. Because judgment is coming. Alright. Karmic female friend. Actually, let's see here. Let's go with strength. There's a lot of freaking major arcana cards here. Holy shnikes. Judgment is the intersection for forgiveness, healing, and acceptance. You have learned difficult truths about yourself and reconciled past mistakes. Now you find yourself ready to embrace a significant change. Jesus' ability takes control of his destiny. Judgment is gently guiding you to shed your former self and become your final form. And these individuals are going to have the strength to actually pull themselves up and out of whatever, path that they're on. And like I said, you can continue going down a path no matter what it is. I mean, I've seen people, or take for instance, when I was going to college, I changed my major like 3 or 4 times, and I should have 2 bachelor's degrees under my ass right now. But I don't, because I kept on changing my major, and every time I changed my major, it changed the credits and the classes that went toward that degree. So a lot of the credits and classes that I took, or people would consider, well, that was taken in vain because that's wasted time and wasted money, and that didn't go toward your degree and stuff, and you had to go to school longer and spend more money in order to get your actual bachelor's degree. You should have 2 of them by now. But you can look back, and I can look back at all those classes that I took, and yes, sure, they didn't count toward my initial bachelor's degree, but I did learn a great deal from those classes, and I don't regret taking them, because they helped me in other various ways in different aspects, and helped me figure out what it is I wanted to do, what path I wanted to follow, or it was just simply a class and a topic that interested me. Just because you go way far down the line and you change your mind, you don't look at the fact that, you look back at the situation like, oh my gosh, I spent all that time on this situation, it's gotten me nowhere, or this is not the right path for me. Don't continue going because you think that it's going to be a waste of time. A waste of time would be continuing down a path you don't belong on, that's not serving you, that's going to end up with you hitting your head up against a brick wall at the end. That's a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. It's more of a waste of time to continue down a path you're not supposed to be down. It shouldn't have been down. Something that's, not going to fulfill you. It's an empty fulfillment, because you're pouring an empty teapot into an empty glass. There's nothing left, no drop to fill it. There's no substance within it. There's substance within the educational aspect and process of it all. There's a lot you can glean from it. But you're not going to learn anything more if you continue doing the same thing you were doing. You're just going to continue learning what you shouldn't be doing. And at the end of the day, at the end of the road, you're going to be smack dab in a brick wall dealing with all your karma. Especially if it's something that you're doing against somebody else, like enacting revenge on somebody. It's not for your highest good. Because you're only hurting yourself. The more you place on somebody else, you're wanting that for yourself. I think if people spent more time and focused on the fact that, okay, I want this negative to happen to somebody else, you're actually wanting it for yourself. If people thought of it that way, if I want something for somebody, I want it for myself too. Because it's a reflection. And you're manifesting that for yourself. And plus, well, there's the law of karma, cause and effect. There's the, so you're going to be under judgment either way. But it's best to forgive and allow yourself to be forgiven so you can move ahead. And a lot of people have too much pride to actually apologize. But saying a whisper of a prayer of apology to God or to whatever God you pray to, asking forgiveness from Him for whatever sins. And even though Jesus did say, go make right your wrongs with the individual in question, that's the right thing to do. But there's a lot of people, the simple fact of the matter is that there's a lot of people out there who cannot or will not, because of pride getting in the way of apologizing to the person that they wronged. But at least you can go in front of God the Father and make right, or even make right behind the scenes without people knowing. But it's best and more healthy to drop that ego, because it's your ego that's driving you forward into that brick wall. And people are going to have the strength to make those changes, to do the right thing. Because you're going to continue, you're going to have this construct, you think you have a treasure, a hidden treasure, but that treasure is going to develop teeth and claws, and it's going to claw your asshole out. All right, tell me about this karmic female friend. Tell me about this karmic female friend. It's a magician. Manifestation. Gentle person. Or maybe they're working with a magician. Let's see here. Let's see here. Gentle and loving, perfectly balanced yet understated, with a strong sense of ethics that guides him to care for others. With this kind of foundation, it's easy to manifest whatever it is you want, which is why the magician has appeared in your reading. You have everything you need to achieve your goals, and now it's just a matter of time of getting down to business. So this basically what you need to do for this karmic female friend is drop the bells and whistles. Drop the determination to be better, and because you're running yourself, bringing yourself out, trying to live up to a unrealistic expectation of yourself. Is that you need to approach things not by force but with gentleness. You can't erupt like the volcano. You've got to kind of move with like water, like I was saying in the previous read. You got to move like water, roll with the punches. And that's the best way that you're going to be able to manifest your best outcome, the outcome that is meant for you, by taking a more gentler approach without, bells, whistles, and flags and a parade. All right, tell me about this magician. All right. 3 strands. Alright. 3 strands. No matter how hard you push, some things insist on moving at their own pace. You may have recently started self-improvement and are impatient to see the efforts, or you might be establishing a new partnership and are anxious for results. Banish your impatience and let the process work, and don't lose confidence. You're pushing too hard. You're either pushing yourself too hard, or you've got other people pushing you too hard to live up to an unrealistic expectation. And you got to reevaluate on whether or not this is the path that you want to go down. Is this what you really want to be? Because it's, from the sounds of it, it's exhausting you and it's pissing you off. Sometimes you don't need to force, because if you have to force something, then it's not meant for you. You gotta give a little, relax, take a step back and take deep breaths. There's going to be an ending of some kind, and you can either brace for impact or you can roll with it. All right, tell me more. All right. The Knight of Dice. Fast communication. So there's going to be incoming communication that's quick. Kali Prasad fights first and thinks later. As the Knight of Dice, she is bold, trusting her abilities, and charging forward into the fray. She is pushing you to be spontaneous, to take a chance and go after what you want, even if it feels a little risky. Rely on your communication skills to confront any problems, even if you have to create a duplicate of yourself to deliver your message. You want to make a point. You're a wise individual. But sometimes turning around and taking the L and being spontaneous in a different direction might serve you well. Because whatever path you're going down and stuff, it's exhausting you. But sometimes, even though you're exhausted, you still have the extra oomph. If you see an opportunity that would better suit you in your situation, in your life, that's for your highest good, jump at the opportunity to make that change, that positive change, to improve your life and your circumstances. You don't have to continue going through the motions and determining to win at being better than somebody. The point of life is to be better than who you used to be. There's no growth in comparing yourself to others. There's more growth compare yourself to who you used to be. Because who you are isn't determined by what everybody else thinks of you. Who you are is determined by what you think of you and how far you've come. Be spontaneous and deliver a message, or you're going to deliver a message very quickly. Who are you going to deliver this message to? A page dice. Page dice. Finding your voice and learning how to express yourself. Presence in your reading encourages you to pursue your ideas or consider new ways of communicating your thoughts. If what you're doing is driving yourself into your head into a brick wall, you can still be a healer. Just, you can be a healer in a different way. Play to your strengths. You don't have to be an exact replica of somebody else to be better. You just be better than who you were. Play to your strengths. And people admire you because of your uniqueness, because of the different way you approach healing. And don't do it for the bells and whistles. Do it for the love of it. Because if it's something that you're good at, it's something that comes naturally to you. If it's something that, that you're, have a passion for, trust me, like my dad used to tell me, do what you love, the money will come later. Because people will be able to see, like I was saying before, you could tell the way if somebody is writing a story for money or if they're doing it for the love of it. The same can be said for healers. If your heart isn't into it, people are going to be able to feel that energetically. if your heart's not in it. And you can't really help somebody heal if your heart's not into it. If you're just doing it for money. You gotta figure out what your priorities are, and you find a better way to communicate your wants and needs, desires, or your aspirations. Alright, what is the outcome for this karmic female friend? Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Dice. The outcome for you. You're exhausted from fighting. Your communication skills have been pushed to their limits, and still there doesn't seem to be an end in sight. At this point, you should do whatever is necessary to encourage a resolution. Lead by example, initiate compromise, and help the dust settle. So the outcome is you using your voice to, instead of fan the flames, to rather put out the flames. And that might be the type of healer that you can be. You might be just the type of healer that can not just mediate, but actually talk people down from disagreements. There's an idea for you to consider, because not all healers are the same. There's healers who can actually get in the midst of a fray and be a mediator or an objective, voice, or have the ability to talk people down from high emotions. Allow the dust settle to, a negotiator of some kind. All right, what will be the outcome of this this discussion, this communication? Seven of Spokes. Seven of Spokes. Your imagination may be getting the better of you, smoothing over flaws in your life because you're so focused on what could be instead of what is. This card calls for practicality, logic, and action. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't jump off your skateboard and zoom. So you need to take the initiative. Don't sit back and mull. You might take this opportunity and second guess yourself, but if you have the opportunity to change an outcome for all parties involved, to be, a mediator and heal a situation that way, you can be a healer in the midst of situations that affect other individuals. By providing, the ability to, calm the flames or douse the flames with water instead of gasoline, that could heal situations, which assists other people that are involved in a situation. You're healing more than one person by, talking people down from a fight or an ongoing dispute or battle. Being the voice of reason and being creative in your way of doing so. But you can't second guess yourself thinking that, well, I'll just put this off, or Seven of Spokes. One more card to close this out for the Seven of Spokes. Queen of Strands. Sideways. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Alright, Queen of Strands. Encouraging you to be just as outspoken and bold. Or it could be as someone in your life who's inspiring you to be your best self, or she may represent a dormant part of your own personality that is ready to be invigorated. Either way, when she brightens up your reading, it's a sign that things are about to start happening for you. The upside down is begging you for a night off. Your social stamina is depleted and you may be pushing past your boundaries out of a sense of a commitment. So you're between, you need to take a break. and reevaluate the situation and your part in it. Taking special care to do some self-care. You need some self-care. You need to take a step back and tend to your needs and take the pressure off, because you'll feel less, fiery if you have it take a step back. And if you're on fire and you're heated, there's no way for you to de-escalate a situation if you're burning up yourself. Maybe that's your purpose, is de-escalating situations, or getting in the fray in the midst of a conflict and de-escalating the situation. That could be a way for you to heal. Not just other people, but complete circumstances and groups of people all at once, by de-escalating a very heated situation. But you got to take a step back and take care of you, so you don't burn up and you don't burn out. So you need to take that time off. You can be that inspiration. See how she's glowing? Look at that. She's sideways right now, but you can go in the upright and glow, not from fire, but an inner glow that everybody can see. It's beautiful, that's undistinguishable. Beauty right here. And you can be that. You just have to take a step back, take a breather, take a step back. All right, for this Libra, there's Judgment Day is coming, sweetheart, for whoever's involved. And I think those attached to this situation are well aware that Judgment Day is coming. And that's the strength that you want to use to pursue a very catastrophic end for someone or something is going to end up being your downfall. And you're going to be up for judgment for that. And so what strength these individuals have within this group should be focused more internally, taking a step back and really looking at themselves internally and finding that peace within you. Because no outward stimuli or circumstance is going to provide you peace. You have to find it within yourself. And it takes a lot of effort and energy to do so, but it is so freaking worth it. You don't need something or someone else to provide you peace, because the potential for it already lies within you. And you can use that maternal and paternal balanced energies, not as a duplicity, but as a way to balance yourself out and find that peace within you by balancing your light side and your dark side. You've got a maternal sense and a paternal sense, which is really amazing strengths, but don't do it for selfish reasons and regardless of the consequences, because in the end, you're going to be the one that pays the consequences more severe than anything that you can dish out to somebody else. And allowing resentment and hatred to eat you from the inside out you're a wise person. You have the potential to be a leader. And you're allowing this resentment and this hatred and this lust for revenge to overshadow your absolute beautiful, remarkable potential to have a very fulfilling life. But this vendetta is killing you. The thing is you're not putting a death to this person. But what you need to do is put a death to the situation. Otherwise, this construct, what looks shiny, is going to come up and bite you in the ass. And you save your strength for what the trials lie ahead from all the chaos that has ensued. Don't think of it as wasted time. Think of the potential that you have to grow from it and take what you've learned from it and pass it on to others and be that paternal father figure, that leader that you have within you to be. As for this karmic adoptive father, you're a lone wolf. You need to go in hermit mode and look within. Go within and, you know, set your own priorities. What do you hunger for? What makes you hungry in this life? Is it a thirst for power? It is a hunger for, you know, what makes your heart burn with desire and passion that's for your highest good? What's your driving force? What will fulfill you? And pose as tinder for that fire to burn brighter within your heart so the world could see it. What can you do to add that to that tinder, that positive tinder, so everybody can see that beacon within your heart? That's what you got to think about. And it's okay to turn your back on shit. Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to separate yourself from something that's not serving your good. And if you see a way out of something that's bad, that's not doing you any good, take the out while you still can. Because the universe, God, gives you opportunities to take a step back and get yourself out of the situation. But we have to make the conscious choice to take that opportunity to get out of the situation. Because if we're not always given or often given those chances to get out of the fray. But he gives us these opportunities. Okay, you went this far, you fucked up this badly. If I'm going to give you this out, because if you fuck up anymore, you're going to really be in a world of shit. So you got to take the out while it's presented to you, while you have it. Because that out is preventing you from being in a situation that's far worse than the one you're in. So if you have the opportunity to give the cold shoulder and take yourself out of the equation, out of the situation, follow yourself as your own lone wolf, and get out of the karmic energies and start, feeding what makes your soul burn with the purity, with that white light, not burn like is in rar, but set your soul on fire. Follow that passion and that positive passion that's going to lead you down a better road. Because God's giving you this out right now. The opportunity to take a step back and get out of whatever situation you're in. Use your investigative skills and your gift of observation to really not just look at the shape shifters around you, but how you have shape shifted into what you are now in, the position that you're in, and how you can shape shift and get that seal skin back. Because at the end of the story, finding the freedom, is that the woman got her seal skin back and followed herself went home to the ocean and found her freedom once again. And that's what you need to do. You need to put that armor of strength and be like the silky. Find yourself again and find your way to freedom. All right. I am going to end it there. Ugh. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for spending time with me for these 1 hour and 48 minutes and 38 seconds. I appreciate being here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will see you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Hope you got some clarity or insight perspective. So, take care. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you next time.